Hello, everybody, and welcome to my review of the most anticipated and most watched television special in the history of the world. That's right, the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who. Simulcast in 94 different countries on 6 continents, with almost 12 million views in Britain and America alone. It was the most amazing television special ever to air on television. Those who watched know how amazing it was, and those who haven't, it's time you did. Well, to start off, I want to point out that what happened in the 50th anniversary was not what I was expecting. But with our dear Mr. Moffat, it never really is it? I was expecting Matt and Clara to end up in the alternate dimension with the Dr. Donna and Rose, and that was why we were seeing David Tennant again with Billie Piper. But that's not what happened at all, is it? But I like this twist. I think it was good. Now moving on to the part of the show, though, that we were really waiting for, which was the cooperation between the 3 doctors that were featured in the 50th anniversary special, the 2 main ones being 10 and 11, or David Tennant and Matt Smith. And it was beyond my expectations, watching the flamboyant, almost childlike nature of Matt Smith collide and yet get along with the little more serious, and yet you still get that childlike feeling from David Tennant. And watching those two interact was superb. It was like watching your 2 favorite television characters combined into one episode, and anybody who's a Doctor Who fan understands that and was just as excited as I am. And then you add John Hurt into the mix, who was the older and yet younger of the 3. And he was so serious and tired, and he just came off as, I don't know, old. Even though, if you really think about it, he's supposed to be younger than David and Matt were. So that was the really serious, unique part of the 50th anniversary that you will never see in any other to come. I don't think they've done something like that since the 5 Doctors back in, I think it was the 60s. Now, my favorite parts of it. I'd have to say that one of my all-time favorite parts of the special was when Matt threw his fez through the portal to David, and he picked it up and put it on his head, and that minute was one of the best of the entire special. I just loved it. And then when they both put on their glasses and smiled at each other, you see that even though they're so different, they're still the same person. And then the sonic screwdrivers, and yet they're so different the way they react to things. You see David, who's still getting over the fact that he burned Gallifrey, and you see Matt, who's at the point now that he's trying to forget. He doesn't want to remember. And it's amazing. I mean, it's so deep, and I guess we have Moffat to thank for that. You don't see writers like that every day. And okay, my second probably all-time favorite part was our little cameo of Capaldi, the next Doctor. How exciting is that? His intensity, he had a flame, he had a fire, something you don't see in either of the Doctors so far. It had a tinge of Eccleston in it to me, just his power, you could see it. I cannot wait to see him as the Doctor. I can't wait for Christmas. Well, that's it for now. Thank you for watching my little review. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I hope you liked the special as much as I did. And if you haven't seen it yet, please go watch it. You will love it. I know you will. Thank you for watching. Bye.